Okay, let's give you guys some practice now. Imagine you're running a company. Your company makes plastic wraps for spherical sweets. So here you would have a spherical sweet, and your company makes plastic wraps that covers the sweet. Okay. Now you're told that the cost of each wrap is proportional to its radius squared. So the minute you see this proportional to its radius squared, so you can imagine this cost here is proportional to radius squared. So you can summarize that whole thing as this, okay? And you're told that the cost of radius 5 centimeters is 17 pence. Now pence is, well, you've got your uh dollar here. You see this bit here is your cents. Well, with pounds, you've got £1 here, and you see this bit here is pence. Okay, so pence is similar to cents. Well, anyway, when the radius is 5 centimeters, the cost is 17. Okay. Now, so pretty much earlier we had something like cost is proportional to the square of the radius. So you can imagine a whole family of these y equals x squared lines here. Now here you've given 1 point. So so you've given 1 point here. That will you see this bit here and this bit here will allow you to find out 1k, and that k would, well, anyway, um yeah, so that's a clue in a way. Now anyway, find the cost of this sweet when sorry, find the cost for a sweet of radius 2 centimeters. So suppose the sweet has a radius of 2 centimeters. Find out the cost for the wrap, okay, when the sweet is of radius 2. Now the last question here, if I have a budget of 25 pence, so if I can spend 25 pence on the wrap, how big of a sweet can I have? So yeah, if my budget is 25 pence, um, work out the, well, how big can my sweet be? So work out the radius of that big sweet. Okay. So press pause and have a go. Okay. So to do the, oh, by the way, the surface area of a sphere is given by 4 pi r squared. You see, we can visualize it as this one thing times another thing here, and this here is just a constant. It's a constant that we don't really care about, so we can just say k here, and then r squared here. So surface area, well, the surface area is a good indication of the material you would need in order to make that wrap. So it is pretty, well, it's pretty reasonable to say that the cost is, hang on, it's pretty reasonable to say that the cost is proportional to the radius squared. So this statement here it makes sense. It is reasonable to say that. Okay. Well, anyway, so here you're told that the cost is proportional to the radius squared. So inside your mind, you should visualize this. Cost here is proportional to the radius squared. So that means you could do this. I'm just going to say C here equals, C is the cost. Okay. K r squared. Now you're given this point here. For when it's radius of 5, the cost is this. So I can use I can use this and this to work out my k. So the cost is 17 pence, 17 here, equals, well, I'm going to put this into the radius. So it would be k um, 5 squared. So remember, I'm putting the 5 into this radius here. Okay, so this here becomes 25k 17 over here. Divide both sides by 25. So k equals 17 over 25. So here I've got my equation now. Hang on. So remember the answer is 17 over 25. So hang on. So here we've got our equation. Y, well, hang on. In this case, it would be cost equals 17 over 25. So this is our value of our k here, and then r squared. Hang on, r squared. So this is our equation here. Yeah, this is our equation here. So we can use this equation here to work out find the cost when the radius is 2. So put this 2 into the radius here. Okay, so if you want to know the cost equals 17 over 25. Put the 2 into the r. So it will be 2 squared. Okay. So now it will be this. So this here is 4. So it's basically 4 times to the top of a fraction. So hang on, let me get my calculator. So it would be 17 times 4. 17 times 4 equals 68. Hang on, 68 over 25. And then now just get 68 divided by 25 equals this, equals 2.72. Okay, so so on this side here is C. Sorry, this here it becomes this. Then this here becomes, hang on, 2.772. So this is the cost of the wrap to cover a suite of radius 2 centimeters. It will cost 2.72 pence. Okay. So the third part of the second part of the question, this one here. Hang on. Our equation earlier was C equals 17 over 25 r squared. So from this here we can use it to answer this question here. So now we have the cost of 25 pence. So now put that into the C and work backwards to find out r. So it will be 25 equals 17 over 25 r squared. So here let's multiply this to the top. So let's say 17 r squared over 25. Visualize as that. Yeah, and then but by the way, it's just a coincidence that this is 25 as well. So yeah, okay. So now times both sides by this thing here. Okay, so it would be 25 times 25. Hang on, 25 times 25 equals this. 625 equals 17 r squared. Divide both sides by 17. So divide 17 equals this. Equals 36 point. Let's just round off to 0.8. Okay, 0.8 equals r squared. Now square root both sides. So hang on. So square root this. That would be 6. Yeah, roughly 6. Well, just round off to 6 here. So r equals 6. So the radius of the suite will be 6 centimeters. Okay. So when you have a budget of 25 pence, you can cover a suite of radius 6 centimeters. Okay.